can't see spiritual goods. There's a privation of my vision. I can't see. And then the United States of America, here in this country, we have been and are inebriated on lust and on gluttony. And this is one of the reasons why our country and many countries now, especially the West, have fallen into ruin. We simply cannot see spiritual things because we're inebriated on the lust and on the overeating and overdrinking. And so the devil is smart, you know. If you wanted to devise a plan to ruin a country, a people within, this would be the plan. You know, find greedy men who have no morals. Incite those men to sell pornography and sexuality to a people who would desire it. And little by little, by selling that lust, that pornography, you can inebriate them in their passions, and therefore they will not be able to see the things of God. So that's what's happened. Men with no scruples are making billions of dollars a year by selling pornography to young and old who become addicted to it, who will continually pay, and through their viewing of the pornography and entering into it, they commit serious sins of impurity. When they do this, they start to become blind. They're not able to see the things of God. And therefore, if pornography is okay, they fall little by little. Contraception's okay. Abortion is okay. Rampant homosexuality is okay. A man and a man to get married, oh, that's okay. A man and a woman to live together without being married, that's okay. And if she gets pregnant, we don't want to ruin her life. Therefore, she can have an abortion, and that's okay. Killing is now okay. Everything falls. That's what's happened. For a woman and a woman to get married and live together and do whatever they want to each other, with each other, that's fine. Can't see spiritual things because we are inebriated as a people on lust and on gluttony. When I was a kid, if you went down to the local fast food restaurant, you got a little Dixie cup, by today's standards, of soda or some kind of drink, right? And you got a small hamburger, for those who know the Western American culture. And that's the way it was. Now, if you go to get something to eat, you get a gallon, a 64-ounce mega cup, and you get a 3-pounder of a hamburger at McDonald's, a triple-decker with meat and everything to go with it. You can't even get your mouth around it. You actually have to cut it to eat it. Now that sounds funny, but that's the way we are. We don't need all of that food and all of that drink. It's gluttony in a certain sense. And so we're inebriated on that, and so then we go home because we have filled our bellies. Our senses are a little bit more dull. It's easy to turn on the computer and then watch 2.5 hours of pornography and then enter into sins of self-abuse with self. I'm wrapped up in sin. I can't see anything spiritually. All I want to do is satisfy myself. I become very selfish. And of course, this leads to a lack of the practice of virtue, and then it leads ultimately to the selfishness of being able and allowing the sins of murder. This is the way that it is going. So we are destroying ourselves as a people. And those who make the laws of the land, they say it's okay to use the internet and other materials to view pornography, that it's okay. For some reason, they don't get it or understand. Maybe themselves they are inebriated with this stuff, or maybe perhaps money's involved, but they don't understand that it is destroying our country from within. that is a national security problem, is the use of pornography. It is. The use of pornography on the internet is a national security problem because the country has destroyed itself from within. Either we are destroying ourselves from within, and we are, or God is going to allow us to be destroyed from without. And we will no longer be the America that we once were, a country that had morals and Christian principles to live by. No one can disagree with this because this is what has happened. This is reality. It is unfortunate. And so, what we need is a lot of John the Baptist who are austere, who are trying to live a good moral Christian life, a good life, just living common sense that a man and a man should not be married and live together. That common sense tells you that. It's not natural for a woman and a woman to live together and be married. This is insanity to be able to allow this to go on. So we do need people to stand up to tell the truth, to be able to defend it even at the cost of their very lives. And unfortunately, we had a lot of Catholics who voted against life, who are, perhaps if they knew it before they went into the voting booth, are guilty of sin for voting for the culture of death and perpetuating that. And we pray that God will have mercy on them on the last day. But as we know, every civilization throughout the history of humanity that has turned to rampant homosexuality, God has allowed that land to be destroyed, either by himself or from within. So we pray for the conversion of our country and all the countries throughout the world who are inebriated with lust and with gluttony.